Yo and hello, everybody. This is Mike. Welcome to everyone's favorite weekly hobby game show, and that's Showcase Showdown. I'm Mike. That's Chris. Man, how about them Royals? Game one was awesome, wasn't it?
No. Game one of the first wild card was awesome, but no, last night was not. I'm going to do a video called "Damn Yankees," okay? Because holy cow, people don't remember this, but back in the late '70s, the Royals were really good. I mean, really good, winning 100 games but in 76 got beat out in the playoffs by the Yankees, 77 by the Yankees, 78 Chris Chambliss hits that home run. Finally in 80 we break through. And so, man, this series is bringing back some of those memories. I just hope it turns into a 1980s memory instead of 1978 memories. But anyway.
Well, we have something in common because the Rangers – the first time they made the playoffs was in the mid-90s, like 94, something like 95, something like that. And we ran every year into the buzzsaw called the New York Yankees. And this is during their dynasty run in the 90s, the Jeter, Joe Torre, Mariano Rivera, Jorge Posada, Bernie Williams era. And we couldn't get past them. And so I have a giant disdain for – I hate the Yankees. I respect and love their history. Hate them as a team. I want them to lose all the time. I'd rather anyone else win but the Yankees. They have 27 world championships. They can share with the rest of the league. It's okay. And so I'm with you. I'm rooting for the Royals, actually. I love Bobby Witt Jr. So he came up in a critical situation last night and struck out on that. I thought
too close to take, though. Too close to take.
You know, that happens all the time in the major leagues. As I'm watching, I'm like, wow, with two strikes, the way we were taught to play baseball is you shorten up your swing, you try to cover more of the plate, anything close you swing at to either foul off and get another chance or whatever. These guys take borderline pitches and critical counts that just make me go, why would you leave it up to the umpire to, based on your discerning eye at the plate, if you think you're that good at discerning balls and strikes? Man, that's just too close to take. He should have fouled it off and hopefully got a better pitch to hit last. I just see that as a common theme in Major League Baseball that bothers me.
I agree. And the last thing before we go on to this is there was a close play at second base where they struck a guy out. Salvador Perez did not make a good throw. He had a fairly good pitch to handle, but he didn't make a good throw, but the tag was great. And it even showed on replay with the announcers, Ron Darling saying he's clearly out. And they came back and called him safe. And, of course, I had some friends on some posts saying this is crap. The umpires are screwing us, that kind of stuff. And I had a quote. I was a coach for a long time. And I got beat on a questionable call, and it didn't cost. There was other things that happened, of course, and we ended up losing the game. But the guy says the umpires beat us, and I quote. Somebody said that to me in interviewing me, and I said, well, if we're going to give umpires credit for our losses, we got to give them credit for our wins too. And I've never liked an umpire good enough to give them credit for anything. So anyway, that's my.
All right. I watched that play live happen. I thought he was clearly safe. I thought upon watching the slow-mo replay, I did not, as an unbiased person, I did not think there was enough. And I want the Yankees to lose, remember? And I'm telling you, I didn't think there was enough there to overturn it. It looked so close. It was a horrible throw. The tag was unbelievable that Freddie Patek was able to grab that ball. And, I don't know who plays second for the Royals, but
Mike Massey made the play.
Might as well be Freddie Patek. But
Mike, you're telling me after seeing that, you thought there wasn't enough to overturn it. Well, here's what I'm saying to you, Mike. You feel like the New York Yankees in this Showcase Showdown to me. And you feel like the New York Yankees with everybody else watching this in this Showcase Showdown So just know that most everybody watching this is rooting for me, the underdog, against you, the New York Yankees. Just understand that.
And you know what the Yankees fans say? They just go scoreboard. They don't even care that everybody hates them. And so if I'm going to be the Yankees on Showcase Showdown, then so be it. We have, after last week, Orlando Cepeda, that was great. This week, we've got Monty Irvin, another great Giants legend. And this is going to be a quick showcase, but I've been told by some friends that they like hearing and being educated about the player. And so what do you know about Monty Irvin? What do you want to share with people? I'll throw in some things as we go.
Okay. Well, so he is a Hall of Famer that when I grew up, I thought that he was one that was borderline deserved, that deserved it. Similar to Minnie Minosa to me. What I do know is he was a big influence on a lot of his teammates, including, I believe, guys like Willie Mays. And that goes a long way, and you hear stories of it. But I think he was well respected on his team as a team leader with all the stuff he had to go through to be able to play in the major leagues and different things. But I always thought, okay, his stats never did really add up to me to be deserving. But I know that he was heavily respected, very well respected.
Yeah, if you look at his major league stats, certainly he didn't even play 10 seasons in the major leagues, but his Negro Leagues contributions, he was elected as a Negro League player in 1973. He lived until 2016. So what's that? 43 years of being a Hall of Famer. And he was long thought to be the guy that was going to break the color barrier. In fact, Branch Rickey went to Effa Manley, who owned the Newark Eagles, and inquired about Monty Irvin, to which she wanted compensation for buying him out of his contract, and Rickey wasn't going to do that. So he ultimately went to Jackie Robinson. Look, that all happened for a reason, but Monty Irvin became influential. He was the first Giants player of color. He was a mentor to Willie Mays. He was part of the first all-black outfield with Hank Thompson, Mays, and Irvin with the 51 Giants. He won a World Series with the Giants in 54. So he had, in that early desegregation era of baseball, he was important. And he was a great player. He did a lot of good stuff. He was injured some, but he only was an all-star in the major leagues once in 52. But he was a really good player and, very influential in that era and so important. And so I'm glad we're going to be doing his cards today. Let me first say I want to thank, as we're dealing with cards, that, hey, we all need cards to be protected, and we need to do that with the best supplies that we can get our hands on. And so that's why I'm telling you guys to go check out thepennysleever.com. At the Penny Sleever, you can get all kinds of supplies for your cards. I love them to death. I actually just put another order in a couple days ago. I need some more top loaders, and I'm excited to get those in hopefully this week. And yeah, that's my go-to place for supplies. There will be a link down below. Go check them out. And if you use the code SHOWCASE, you get 10% off your order. I know because I used the code SHOWCASE on my order. And so that was great to get a little bit extra off. We all need that in this world today. But Chris, I will let you talk about how this works. If somebody is watching this for the first time, this is their first Showcase Showdown, what do they need to know?
Well, I'm going to suggest to them is to pause this video here fairly soon when I get finished talking. Go over to your cards, however you store them, and get all your Monty Irvin cards out. Place them in order from the newest card, which I believe is the 1956 Topps, all the way down to his oldest card. And then what we do is we give ourselves 5 points for just having the card itself, and then we give additional points for whatever score we have on that card. At the last card, the rookie card that we're going to show, it's double the points, and you just follow along with this, kind of keep your own score, and then at the end, help me watch Mike, keep Mike from cheating, kind of keep an eye on him, because just like the New York Yankees, when you go into Yankee Stadium and play in there, you need to beat them. You need to beat them good, or they're going to find a way to pull something out. So help me there. But anyway, just sit back and enjoy us talking about the cards and talking about Monty Irvin and making fun of each other. And you will find this as the most fun that you have on YouTube this week for the next hour. So without adding to that, Mike, did I miss something?
No, we use the basic set registry on PSA to do this. Monty Irvin has 9 cards on that set registry. And so this is going to be a relatively quick. He actually does have 2 rookies, remember, double the points on the 2 rookies. So we'll be getting to that in a second. We always start with the most recent card, 1956 tops in this case. And since Chris, you're the visitor, you get to go first. Let me put us into showdown mode here, and we will start showing some cards and get this sucker going.
Now these are gonna.
You feel confident right now, by the way.
You do?
No, do you?
Well, yeah, I guess as confident as I'm going to get, but I tend to do better. Of course, I would if you don't have the card. And I feel by the tone in your voice and the confidence that you have, putting your thumb up to your chin like you're a big thinker, that you're getting ready to hammer me on something.
I'm the thinker.
Yeah. Well, but what's fun about this is, again, we get to show Monty Irvin cards that I haven't, I've seen the rookie here recently because I have it behind me, but this gives us a reason to get his cards out. And he's got some pretty cool cards. Of course, they're lazy here early, but the 1956 Monty Irvin, I have in an SGC3.
That's nice. His only card with the Cubs, right? It's the last Topps card. I have it in a PSA 7.
Oh, only a little 4-point lead to start off with.
Chris, I can't let you get the big head early. I don't want you to think you have a chance, so I'm just going to diminish those hopes really quick. 55 Topps, which I think when you were referring to the laziness of Topps, it's the same picture. It's just the Cubs one's airbrush, the same portrait. I only have this in a 3, though.
Well, give me a little bit of points back. I have one in a 4.5.
Here we go. No hitter today.
No hitter.
You got on base.
Now I really like the 50. Let's see what 54s we're showing next. Right?
Yep.
Now I like this, the 54, the white background cards. I really like the way they look, and I have mine in a 4.
I also have mine in a 4. So no blood there. But that's a cool card, though.
It is.
Pretty close. All right, I'm going to do as we go through, what's cool about Monty Irvin is 53, 52, 51. He has Bowman and Topps cards in each of those years. And so I'm going to do the Bowman first, just because it comes before comes before T in Topps. So here's the Bowman color. This is classic card, absolutely awesome. I have it in a PSA 5.
You're getting some points back, and I love this card, but I have mine in a 3.
That's good.
With only 9 cards on the PSA set registry, it is hard to get a lead to come back any at all.
It is.
You're almost getting me too far. Now, this is one of my favorite Monty Irvin cards. I mean, he has it's a face of determination or something, like, I don't know that he it's just different. And then I love the color of it. I love the set as well, but I have mine in a 3.
And I have a 4. But I agree with you about this card just being awesome. I love it. I love that look on his face. I love that I have a better grade than you too.
Yeah, I figured you'd like it a little bit better. Well, we're halfway through. Won't you tell our audience here how much of a lead you have?
With 4 cards to go, it's 48 for me, 42.5 for you. But we have 2 rookies; those are worth double. So don't forget those. It's not over yet, Chris. Let me just keep you in the game. Don't get too depressed. This is another great card. This 52 Bowman. Do you like 52 Bowman or 51 Bowman better if you had to choose?
I like, as far as the sets go, I like the 51 set better. But as far as the pictures go, I really like the 52. The 51 they have so many rookie cards and such nice cards, but I really do like the 52, the photos better.
Well, here's the Monty Irvin. I have it in a 5.
Golly, just keep breaking the lead. I have mine in a 2.5.
But my card's not twice as good as yours, just on the score sheet.
Yeah. Now, another pretty set. I know, I just love having the card. And I've had this one for a long time. I have this in a 2.
I have it in a 5.
Ooh.
This is an old grade. It's probably not really a 5 today if we were to grade it. So, but I'm going to give myself the points anyway.
Yeah, you're not gonna take anything away. Wait till you see my 9 rookie.
Well, here comes his 51 Bowman, which is one of his 2 rookies. He has a 51 Bowman, 51 tops, and double the points. So this is where you can make a comeback if you have better than my 5 on the Bowman.
Well, I do not. I have a 4.
Okay.
What is up with your card on that name?
That's a good question. I don't know how this is a 5, truthfully. It's got that missing part of the nameplate, but the rest of it looks good.
Oh, looks beautiful.
Cool card, though.
So the 51 tops, and I wonder, I consider it a rookie card as well, but I wonder why PSA Set Registry doesn't consider it a rookie card. You know what I'm saying? It's a tops card, and then some of these player runs that we go after will have some cards in this, but it won't even be part of their player run. So one of these days, and I know you do it, you talk about it quite a bit, is the PSA Set Registry, how it not consistent in a lot of things, but this is one that I do consider his rookie card, and I have mine in a 4.5.
Look at you. You had too much of a hill to climb, but you did win the last card. Does that mean anything to you? Or
I
only have a 2.
Oh yeah, it means that I hit a 3-run home run in the 9th, and our team only lost by 7.
So let's see. What'd you have on that? A 10?
As far as you know, it was a 9.
4.5. All right. So that's 19 for you. That was actually, that made it a lot closer. I ended up winning 102 to 94.
Okay. Okay. Well, I hit a 3-run home run in the last inning, only to lose by 8. So.
But at least it wasn't a complete blowout. That was a good comeback on the 51 tops. Kind of the old. I wish there was a 49 Bowman. He started in 49. So wouldn't it be cool if he was in the 49 Bowman set or the 50 Bowman set, right?
Sure.
Cards that we wish were out there in the world that aren't. But what are you going to do, right?
Exactly. But, man, again, so cool to get out Monty Irvin cards. And anybody watching this, please please let us know if you're a Monty Irvin collector in the comments. I'd love to know that. And then also let us know how you did compared to us. But there might be a show coming up that maybe we have you show some of your cards if we know that information. But anyway, just love to see how you guys compared to us. And Mike, I tell you what, you don't even seem excited anymore when you win.
Like I said last week, act like you've been there. But no, it's what is it? But it's what, 4-2 now for this season?
4-2 for this season. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not out of reach yet. I'm not pulling away completely, but we are going to see who we are going to do next week. So I'm going to add the good old wheel of names here. We're down to Brett, Killebrew, Gehrig, Doby, Gary Carter, Whitey Ford, Duke Snyder, and Bob Feller. If you could pick one, I bet you'd pick Brett. Is that correct?
Somebody asked me that. I can't wait till Brett shows up. But I also know that you have all the Hall of Famers every year in the 90s and the 80s and the 70s. And my Brett collection's a little bit older. So I don't know if Brett would be the one. I think the one that I would like to show up is actually Feller. But I'll feel a little bit safe with Brett, but I know you got some high grades, and it'd be extra pressure on me getting embarrassed with one of my favorite players, getting beat on one of my favorite players. So
that would be something you should hang your head over, but we'll see. Let's see who we're going to do next week. Let's give the wheel a spin here and see who's going to be. Oh, look at it. Is it going to stay Brett? No. No.
Oh,
Carmen Killebrew. Now that'll be a good one because he has got some really cool cards. I may have to go buy a couple to get some higher grades now that I think about it. Because I'm worried about that one. Do you have the whole Killebrew run that you know of?
I think I do, but again, I'm going to have to look at the registry to see if there's a weird card in there that I might be missing, that kind of stuff. But Killebrew was one of my favorite players growing up. Loved it when he came over to the Royals and played his last little bit there. But there's some people that I know are content creators that are Killebrew fans. And I think, one, I don't think he gets the love that a lot of players do just because of the era that he grew up in. But I can tell you this, if I lived in Minnesota or somewhere around there, I'd be a Killebrew nut, to tell you the truth.
Got to be the best Twins player of all time, I would think.
I would think.
Better than Puckett, yes, I think.
Yes.
Carew played there a while, but I still think if you had to pick a guy, I'd pick Killebrew.
He would be Mr. Twin to me. They do have some Hall of Famers, and they kind of have a storied history of where they came from too.
Being the Senators and all that. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So
we'll look forward to that. We'll see how we both do with Mr. Killebrew. And thank you guys so much for watching this one on Monty Irvin. Hope you enjoyed it. Let us know what you think down below, like Chris said. We'll talk to y'all soon and keep collecting.